Stop. Seriously, stop planning your move to the Philippines until you hear this. You're doing arbitrage just to save money, right? That's smart. But there are 5 major cities in this beautiful country where the savings are not worth the risk. We're talking statistically verifiable disaster zones where the chances of your dream home getting swallowed up by a flash flood, a magnitude 7 earthquake, or a lahar flow are simply too high. Today, I'm giving you the 5 cities you absolutely must scratch off your expat list. And the last one, it's most shocking. Welcome back to the Expat Review 2.0. I'm your host, Rob, and I've seen countless expats move here completely blind to the geographical reality. The Philippines is the number 1 most disaster-prone country in the world, thanks to being right on the typhoon belt and that ring of fire. Now, we're not talking about a little rain. We're talking about yearly devastation. I'm here to expose the top 5 cities in the Philippines expats like you need to avoid. Stay to the end because that 4th city is one of the biggest expat hubs, and many people there are living in denial. Number 1, the Northern Typhoon Funnel. Our first stop is up north in a city called Tuguegarao. It's positioned right in the path of nearly every major typhoon that comes to the Pacific. It's essentially a funnel. Historically, it's ranked as the 2nd most exposed city in the world to natural disasters. Why? It's hammered by wind and rain, which causes massive, often deadly flooding. The appeal here is lower rent and property costs, but when you're evacuating your home every year and dealing with infrastructure that constantly gets knocked out, are you really saving money? This city is a textbook example of high exposure to a single crushing hazard, the typhoon. Now, the danger zone number 2 we're going to talk about, we're going to call it the mega city squeeze. Now, let's talk about the big city, Metro Manila. I know. It's the capital, the hub, the place with the best jobs, the international schools. But in Manila, it's ranked as the 4th most exposed city in the entire world to natural disasters. It's a triple threat. First, flooding in low-lying areas like Marikina can become lakes within hours. Second, earthquake risk. Manila sits near the active West Valley Fault. A major movement could devastate the entire region, and with its high population and density, the resulting catastrophe would be unmatched in the country. Third, storm surge vulnerability along the coast, putting many areas near the bay at high risk. You could think your condo is safe, but be surrounded by millions of people in a city that's constantly battling the elements and high seismic activity. If you want to know which suburbs around Manila are going to be the safest from floods, hit that like button and let me know in the comments, and I'll give it to you. Danger zone number 3, volcano shadow. The point isn't one city, but a zone. The direct vicinity of 2 of the country's most active volcanoes, the Mayon and Albay, and the Taal on Luzon. Now, let's focus on Legazpi City near Mayon. It's beautiful, but Mayon has a strict PDC or permanent danger zone. When it erupts, the danger isn't about the initial blast, it's the lahar. Now, these are volcanic mud flows triggered by heavy rain that bury everything in its path. The same is true for the areas immediately surrounding Taal Lake. Now, the entire volcanic island of Taal is PDZ. Now, if you're considering a home with a beautiful volcano view, you need to understand you're going to be living on borrowed time near an active disaster zone. Now, the danger zone number 4, the coastal shot, the expat denial zone, we're going to call it. This city, many people overlook, and it's shockingly risky. We're talking about Lucena City in Quezon Province. Why is that on the avoid list? It's ranked as the 3rd most exposed city in the world for natural hazards. Lucena is extremely vulnerable to coastal disasters, typhoons, storm surges, high winds. Also, its geographical makeup makes it particularly prone to flooding. It's coastal, low-lying, and right in that major storm's path. Expats look for coastal living, but this area's history of destruction makes it a poor choice for long-term safety and stability. Now, number 5, the seismic hotspot. Our final spot is the region where multiple crises often overlap. We're talking about northern Cebu and eastern Samar. Why this region? Because in the recent history, they've been hit with a devastating Typhoon Tino, and we're simultaneously coping with major earthquakes in the 6.9 magnitude range. Now, when a typhoon hits an area already weakened by the seismic activity, the devastation is compound. The resilience of the local infrastructure and the speed of the government recovery are simply overwhelmed. Now, as an expat, you need a stable base. Now, these areas are constantly recovering from one disaster while the next one is literally on its way. Now, moving abroad, it's about maximizing your quality of life while minimizing your cost of living. Safety, it's the ultimate quality of life. You can't put a price on knowing your home won't be in a path of a monster typhoon or sitting on a major fault line. The Philippines, it has amazing, safer cities like Davao or Puerto Princesa that offer fantastic expat lifestyles. Now, if you're serious about moving, you know what? Check out my next video. It's going to be on the top 5 safest cities to live in the Philippines. You know what? I think it'll be a perfect follow-up to this one. So click the video on your screen right now and subscribe to the Expat Review so you don't miss any that vital safety guides. All right? See you there in the next one. Take care. Goodbye.